Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Katelyn and I like to film eyeshadow palette, ranking, and review videos, as well as the occasional other content sprinkled in. So if you like indie makeup, if you like eyeshadow palettes, if you just like me, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I post 2 videos every single week. And for those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And we have a 2-look 2 palette video today because my Bellabeautebar Basic Witch palette and my, let me grab the other one. We have a 2-look 2 palette video today because my 2 new Bellabeautebar palettes actually arrived within like a day of each other. So this is Basic Witch and this is recently Deinfluenced. I know for sure this one is available for like an 8-week pre-order. I will double check if this one's available for a pre-order down in the description box. So check there if you want to see links. My links will be affiliated because I am an affiliate of Bellabeautebar. My code is KATELYNHOUSEMAKEUP. If you want to save 10%, I do receive a commission, a small commission if you use the link or the codes to purchase. So if you don't want to do that, then don't do that. But anyways, we're gonna do a look with each of these palettes today. So first up, I feel like everybody has already done like detailed videos on the Basic Witch palette. So I'm late to the game for sure. This is a 36-month open container. It is cruelty free, vegan and paraben free as well. It is made in the PRC, distributed out of Bellabeautebar, which is located in Sarasota, Florida. And we have mica and talc in the mattes, but I don't think they are in the shimmers. So there you go. All right, if you somehow have not seen it, or if you just want to be reminded, here's what the inside of the palette looks like. It is super pretty. I actually almost didn't grab this one because I was like, it felt all over the place. So when I swatched it, and I'll put the swatches up here, when I swatched it, I tried to pair it in like shades of like 3 that I felt like went together, and I felt like that gave me a better idea of kind of what I would do with this color story. You can obviously mix and match, but on like first glance I was like, I don't know. I would love to do a super crazy colorful look today, but I just got promoted at work and today's my second day of my new job working with like different people, and I just don't quite feel ready to show all that, you know? So we're gonna do, it's not gonna be neutral, but it's gonna be like, I don't know, slightly toned down for today. So I'm gonna start with the shade Glinda, which is the like lightest pink. Part of me wanted to go like all purple, but I feel like the shimmers to go with the all purple are very shifty, so we're gonna try and tone this down. So sorry in advance, both of these looks for both palettes are gonna be on what a lot of people would consider the more wearable side, and it's just what I personally am feeling more comfortable with what I've got going on right now, since I film these videos before work always. I'm sure eventually I will get to the point where I'm just like, this is me. I wear really colorful eye makeup looks, but I'm just not there yet. And I saw my friend Brittany Ray use this palette, and I felt like she was able to definitely make it more, I don't want to say neutral, but like, and I hate the term wearable because anything you can put on your face is wearable, but you all get what I mean when I say that, right? Like just more, like less in your face is, I felt like her looks were very, very pretty, but like softer is what I would say. And so I feel confident in my ability to make that happen with this palette. The recently Deinfluenced palette for sure has gorgeous shimmers, but I'm gonna probably do like a liner look with that, and just pop like a little bit of shimmer on the lid just to tone it down a little bit. But between the 2 palettes, they're for sure very bright, colorful, fun palettes. We're gonna find a way to tone them down today. And by today, I mean today for you, 2 days for me. Okay, here's where I want to get maybe a little crazy. So next I'm going to take the shade Grimoire and use that to like deepen up the pink a little bit, although the pink's a little bit deeper over here. I probably could just layer this pink shade. The Bellabeautebar mattes are really good at like shearing out and then layering and building. But anyways, we're gonna try Grimoire. I should say the first brush I used was a M09 brush from Gloss Gods. Now I'm using a E17 from ColourPop. So I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics number 11 brush. It's just from the like neon green, but it's like a little packing brush, and we're gonna take the shade Black Cat, which appears to be like a very deep brown, maybe almost like a plummy brown. It's a really dark brown. And then we're gonna go back over that with Grimoire just to help it blend a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Singe Beauty E04 brush, and we're gonna go into the shade. I think we're gonna go, I'm torn between Incantation and Perfectly Wicked, but I think I want to go Perfectly Wicked. And I will be spraying this with Fix Plus because that's what I always do with my shimmers. I mean, might we be veering a little bit into the colorful territory? Maybe, possibly. But it's still it's still understated. It won't be for long because I'm gonna put one of these multi-chromes on. I can't help myself. I also wear glasses while I work, so I'm like, how much of my eye makeup can they really see? Because it reflects the blue light of the screen. Okay, same brush. And I can't not do it. We're going into Resting Witch Face. Sorry, I'm flipping you off. Resting Witch Face. Here we go. Oh gosh. I dug my brush in a little bit much, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, that shade is so pretty. Oh, goodness gracious. That shade looks straight up purple in the pan, but next to that pink shimmer, it's literally shifting like pink and gold. Gosh, let me see if we hold this up. Do we get any different colors? You can kind of see the green in there. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my gosh, stunning. And I still feel like wearable, in the realm of wearable, maybe. I guess it depends on who's defining wearable. Okay, that's basically going to be the look. I hope it's as shifty on camera. It's probably not. I don't know why I'm saying that. But we all know that it's not going to be. But it is seriously so freaking pretty. Those two shimmers next to each other, I knew that they'd look pretty just from like my eyeball test, but I didn't know they'd look this pretty next to each other. I think that, what shade was that? The Resting Witch Face, I think. Yeah, Resting Witch Face is like the perfect shimmer to pair with any of these other shimmers. I think it shifts all of the colors, so I'd love to see it next to, you know, just for funsies. Let's swatch Hocus Pocus and put Resting Witch Face next to Hocus Pocus. So here are the two on my finger. Here's what they look like. This is Resting Witch Face. This is Hocus Pocus. And here you go. Look at, like, they blend. It's so funny because on camera it's showing up like pink, the Resting Witch Face shade, but on my hand that I can see like right next to it, it's shifting like green gold next to the Hocus Pocus shade. So it definitely is a little chameleon shade that you know, matches whatever shimmer you're putting it, or shade you're putting it next to, I should say. So okay, well, I'm gonna go clean this up and then I will come back and show the finished look, because I'm just gonna do the same mattes on bottom. We're not getting crazy here, okay? So I will show you the finished look in a second. Okay, here is the finished look. I just used the face highlight that I used in my inner corner. But yeah, here it is. I still feel like this is a very like pinky, like it's not quite a super dramatic look, although in certain lighting, the Resting Witch Face shade is like bam green. So still fun, but definitely a little bit on the toned down side, I would say, at least compared to what else you can get with this palette. I'm really excited to do more colorful looks with this palette. I won't be doing that in this video, but if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, Katelyn House Makeup, you'll see those looks over there here soon. But anyways, here it is. Let me see if we can get any of the shiftiness. I feel like you can definitely in the camera see how like shiny metallic it is, but I doubt we're picking up any shiftiness that's happening with the shades. But absolutely gorgeous. This was really pretty. I did swatch this palette. You already saw the swatches, but the mattes swatched so buttery soft, and I don't know if like I forgot that their mattes were that buttery soft, but I don't know, they felt even softer in this one. And then they blended and applied so pretty. I feel like they were pigmented. I felt like they blended well. Overall, really enjoying this palette. I cannot wait to play with it more. I'm so glad I did decide to pick it up. But yeah, let's move on to the look with the next palette. Okay, we're back to do a look with the recently Deinfluenced palette. My skin is like the worst it has ever looked in probably since I was a teenager. Like it is on one right now. I'm probably gonna go like try and switch to like just like Cetaphil like cleanser and moisture, like just basic sensitive skin stuff, because I don't know what it is that my skin is reacting to right now, but it is not happy. I don't even have anything new. Like I'm using my Tower 28 SOS like breakout stuff, but I started using that because I was breaking out, but now I'm breaking out worse. So anyways, just needed to address the elephant in the room that is my face. Okay, but first of all, can we just appreciate this packaging? Sorry, now that we're gonna, not first of all, this is second of all. Let's appreciate the packaging. I love the ring light, her phone with the little Bellabeautebar logo on the back. She is like a little vampy influencer. So cute. Love it. Okay, here is the palette. Again, I don't know if I showed it already. Here are the swatches that I did of the palette. And yeah, this is a really smoky color story, smoky sister to the Basic Witch. I think these two palettes will pair so nicely together because you get a ton of depth in this palette. You have some depth in the Basic Witch too because it has that like black cat shade that we used yesterday, but I just feel like you get like more colorful depth, if that's a thing, in this palette. So anyways, I think the two of them will look real nice together, and I like that they are so different from Bellabeautebar, like the two that they're launching similarly. Like they complement each other well and they're not that similar. So anyways, I already mentioned this, but I do have meetings today. I'm day 3 in my new role, and so I'm gonna go for again a more toned down look compared to what I would typically do. For some of you this might not be toned down, for some of you this might be like really boring, and I'm sorry, but I wanted to get my thoughts on these palettes out and also wanted to use them. And I think it is helpful to show that like indie makeup doesn't always have to be these like really intricately like these really intricate, colorful, super blended looks. Like it can be whatever you want it to be, you know? So what I'm gonna do is take my Glamlight and Scooby-Doo angled eyeshadow brush. We're gonna go into the shade Monetize, and that is a dark green. And I'm sorry, I'm so stuffed up. I don't think I'm sick. I think it's, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I'm struggling this morning. Okay, and we're just doing a winged kind of liner, and this palette also swatched really well. These mattes are so, I don't like, they're soft. Yeah, they're soft because there's quite a bit of kick up. I tap off my brush always, so it's not a big deal, but they are really soft, so they're coming on really pigmented, and I think that should be easy to blend. I might have brought that wing a little too high. Also, doing wings on camera is one of the most difficult things to do, like ever. I don't really have a shade to smoke this out in this palette, so I'm gonna just try and use a clean brush to like lightly smoke it, and then worst case scenario, I'm gonna pull this palette in if I need to help just like smoke that out a little bit. Sorry. Okay, so this is a Be Perfect BPE 17 brush, and we're just gonna run that. There's still some sparkle on this brush, so worst case scenario, I'm just getting some sparkle on here, but there's no actual shadow on it. And we're gonna put a shimmer on the lid anyway, so I don't really care if the sparkle gets on here. I feel like that smoked it out okay. It like won't it like won't stick right there because there's just water coming out of my eyeball. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm not gonna smoke that part out because that was a struggle. Okay, so then I'm gonna try and replicate this on the other eye. We'll see how it goes. These are about as even as they're getting. I did clean them up just so I could see if they actually were even, and I feel like they are. Those of you that have been around know what I'm about to say, and that's that you could stop right here and you could just have this smoked out green moment. Think it'd be really pretty, but we are not doing that today. We will not be stopping here. I'm gonna use that same Be Perfect brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Screenshot, and we're gonna turn this into a metallic duochrome liner. That was not my initial intention for today, but I couldn't not reach into this shade. This was my favorite shade when I did the swatches. It was gorgeous. I am gonna spray this with Fix Plus, and I'm just gonna run that over the, oh my god, it's so freaking pretty. Are you kidding me? You guys aren't gonna be able to see the shift on camera, but it's literally like half purple, half green on my eyeball right now. And I'm not taking this necessarily all the way to where we smoked it out. I'm just running it so that it's in like a liner shape, but it's okay that that green matte peeks through and is, you know, smoking it out for us. I don't know if you're seeing that, but oh my god. Oh, I'm so happy I did that. That is pretty. Alrighty, and then I am going to put a shade in the inner corner, but I kind of want to just do the rest of my makeup and come back and show you that shade because I don't want to have to like try and conceal around it. But yeah, this is the look. I told you guys, for some of you this might be really boring, for some of you this might be a lot. I don't know, but I'm really happy with it and I think it's gorgeous. So yeah. There's spit. Cool. Okay, I cheated a little bit. I added bronzer. Yeah, this is why. Because I knew I was going to have some transfer. And so, where did I literally just put my bronzer? Okay. So I added bronzer to the crease so that there would be something to kind of catch that transfer, because this lid, it dips more. And so I just knew that it was going to get into my crease. But that's okay. We are going to blend that out, but there we go. So that's why I added the bronzer to the crease, and then I decided to just run the bronzer along the lower lash line and put like a neutral color for me in my, like a nude, I should say, for me in my waterline, just to keep this, like, I just wanted the liner to have its special moment. So that's where we're at. The whole base is not done. I haven't put any blush. I've done contour, but no bronzer. So on my cheeks at least. Okay, we are going to go into the shade Backlash, and that is going to go on my inner corner. Okay, so that spiced the look up for sure. I wonder if I could get that to be like a fun highlighter shade. I might try that. So that's basically the look, but let me put some bronzer and blush on, and we're gonna try Backlash as a highlighter for my really wearable toned down look. We are back, ready to try and highlight. I used, if you're curious, I used my Gucci bronzer in a Clay Soleil, I think is how you say that. And then my Bare Cheeks palette from Blend Bunny, I used the light brown, this one over here, as my blush. And I feel like I probably need a little bit more blush, but we'll add it. I always like to highlight and then tone down my highlight a little bit and then go back and with blush over it. Okay, so we're going into Backlash. We're gonna see if this can be a fun highlighter shade. I mean, it's a strong sparkly shine, but I think I can tone that down with a blender. This is all it's all green. It is all fine. Okay, cool. So it doesn't have a like a base to it, so I don't think there should be a cast, but let's try and blend that in. I mean, it's Alien Slut for sure. There we go. I think it's a really pretty as a highlight. Personally, humbly, I say that. I know some people might not feel the same way, but I think it's pretty. But I will say, if you wanted to try it as a highlight, it is very sparkly because it is an eyeshadow, so it does have like the glitter particles. So if you don't like that in a highlight, that might bother you, but I think it's fine. It's not any sparklier than like my Oracle Chrome or my Blend Bunny Noctilucent. So if you like those then you could definitely use that as a highlight too. Okay, we toned it down a little bit by putting the blush back over the top. All right, so let me finish my look, get dressed, do my hair, and then I'll show you my finished look, and then I'll let you know my thoughts on this palette. Here is the finished look. I really like how this look turned out. I accidentally paired like a very like bright summery lip with this. Also, what is happening? I paired a really bright summery lip with this, but I kind of feel like it matches the blush, so I'm okay with it. Anyways, my thoughts on this palette. It is deep, dark, and smoky. So if that's what you're looking for, I think it's great. The shimmers are so pretty in this palette. Like, they are really, really pretty. This shade Screenshot is like one of my favorites ever. So I really enjoyed this. If you liked either color story, I think the quality on both, from what I've tried so far, is really good. Obviously, I didn't do a ton of blending with this one. We just did the liner, but I was able to smoke it out without really needing another color, so take with that what you want. But yeah, I'm really happy with these. I think they're both really fun additions to my like spooky palette collection. So let me know in the comments if you grabbed either of these or if you plan to, and I will see you all next time. Bye!